don't understand how passionate I am about just making things and sewing and DIYing, if that's even a verb. Also, how passionate I am about getting a good deal. These shoe DIYs have got me so pumped to show you. I am so excited because I've seen these online and the full price versions are so expensive, and I just look at everything in life as I could make that for this much, and I did it, and I'm really excited to show you. You guys know I'm all about thrifting and all about sustainability and recycling and all of that, but it was honestly a challenge for me to find some of these at the thrift stores, so I had to resort to retail. The first one are these popular white platform tennies, and I found them at H&M. They were originally $30, and I went in, you know, fully expecting to pay that, and then they were there in my size for $10, so I absolutely lucked out. So what I want to do with them is make them into espadrilles. I'm so excited, like, it's ridiculous. It's kind of borderline insane. So I had this spool of hemp, and I literally got that for $1, so that was awesome. And I just looked at it and was like, I know that I can figure out a way to braid this or knot it to look like espadrilles. I'm gonna do that and probably do a few lines of it and then glue it right onto the sole. First things first, I really wanted to protect these shoes because I knew that after I glued this hemp to the soles that they're not going to be able to go in the washer, and they're white. So I thought I need to protect them, so I'm using this kiwi spray, this like water repellent type of spray. So I did that, and they seem pretty nice. They look exactly the same. They don't smell or anything. So we'll see if they hold up, hopefully. So I have my hemp here, and I'm gonna try braiding it. I feel like that'll be too thin. Let's just try it out, we'll see. I started braiding and realized it was a little bit too thin, so I doubled up on the strings and used 6 strings total for each braid, and I did 8 super long braids so that I could wrap each of them all the way around the soles of the shoe, and then I used Gorilla Glue to glue them on, using some tape to secure them in place until they dried. And to finish the back, I snipped all the ends to be even and glued them under a piece of fabric. Next are these cuties. They're slides. They're also from H&M because they were sitting right next to the white tennies when I went to go get those, and guess how much they were? They were $5, so I had to buy them. $5. Such a great deal. The fabric on top looks kind of silky. It has this sheen to it, so they look really nice. They're such a blank slate. I could do anything with them. I had this amazing idea. I've actually been wanting to do this for a while. Beading, and I've never done it before, so we'll see how it goes. But doing like a beaded eye or something on both the shoes, so it'll look kind of like creepy chic. I think it'll look cool, so that's what I'm gonna try for those. I started out drawing my pattern on canvas, a super sturdy material, and then basically I just took 3 beads at a time on my needle and thread and just made sure that they were super taut every time that I threaded it through the canvas, and just followed my pattern and kind of winged it, I guess. these babies, which I did thrift. They were $4, which is awesome. This one is gonna be a challenge, but I know that I can do it. So what I wanna do is make like a ruffly extension out of the back part and add some rickrack onto that. But I got them because of the nice block heel. That's what I was looking for. These are so trending right now. They're kind of like a 90s throwback, but I've seen stores modernize them and they're just adorable. And I saw this rickrack idea online, so I want to make my own version of it. First, I traced the top of the shoe on some thick outdoor fabric. And I did this because I wanted a double layer because I knew that you would be able to see this braiding underneath. So I just kind of quickly did this and glued it on the top. Then I took another piece and wrapped it around so that it would be able to wrap under the top part, and then I was able to actually kind of pull the sole apart, and so I could push the fabric in there, and then I would just glue all that down later. To make the frilly little extension, I took a strip of this same fabric and then sewed each line of this rickrack onto it and purposely made it longer than the fabric that I'm wrapping around the shoe so that I can add in those pleats to make that ruffly effect. And then I just kind of did my best finagling to wrap it around the shoe, and I glued all the parts under the shoe and I tucked the side parts in the sole and glued those down as well. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, subscribe if you want, like if you want. That would be so cool and helpful of you. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest. I really like Pinterest. I'm on there. I kind of like just discovered it, sort of. Really enjoy that. I pin a lot of my inspiration for DIYs and just how I want my house to look like in the future and things like that. Almost forgot to plug, I'm wearing my tank that I recently made in my last video. So go check that out. I'll link that here or here. It's a fun one. Check it out. And you know what? I'm actually planning some really exciting content, a little bit different than what I usually do. Kind of just experimenting at this point. I'm really excited for this next idea and I hope you stay tuned for it. Thanks again.